Mythic. So seeing them take that out of this map up, out of this series, I feel like that's actually a decent, you know, a decent way in for the likes of RBG. Sorry, for Mythic, I should say. But the first map, of course, is the Mythic pick of Train. Definitely one of their confident maps. We'll go into the pistol round. RBG off on the CT start here. The defuse kit for Jumanji set with a smoke as well. And the utility for Poland's been used already. He's got the P250 in to try and play glass boss at this moment. Passing in from T-Con as Mythic make their way on towards Ivy for the A hit.
Oh, out from back green and Ivy. It's Hex to be able to find a couple of kills, making a 3K, Jay. And we spoke about what he could find in the pre-game. 4 kills coming through for Hex. What a start from RBG. Mythic slow walk from Ivy. Didn't find anything. It was the USP that found everything.
Well, you highlighted Hex for a good reason, and he proved it right there. 4 frags to open this up. Not a single casualty for the CT side. And just the entire setup dismantled over from the Ivy control. Unreal there from the RBG defensive. The Deagle set in, the head Kevlar over on the T side. Of course, the force back coming in from Mythic. Man, that was just decimation over against them. And you can see the odds from our partners at GG Bet. They have Mythic as the ever so slight favorites. But this one is set to be a dead heat even standing.
I'll tell you what, that's going to bring a world of confidence to the RBG side and getting off to a good start on Train, seeing if they can follow up. It will be a force buy coming out from Mythic, which is a little bit sort of unconventional in this sort of current state, especially on Train when they didn't get a bomb plant. But they're going to try and go for the Deagles and see what they can find with it. And it's going to be a Drenjay to find that first kill to get the man advantage.
Smokes up, of course, for 4 players. 2 flashes being used for a Dren. Katie to open things up this time. Going to get some revenge on Hex. She opens up the round, nades back to respond to do some damage, but no kills. A 5-on-3 all in all to the favor of the T side. And Flom gets another good pick from Jumanji. Only needs to one up and spray right here. He'll get himself one. Wiz comes up with the USP. A Dren swings out from the back lines though. Gets a double up, and Mythic can return very quickly on the T-board.
And look, I don't know whether that was Mythic doing some anti-stratting for RBG, but we've seen over the course of against 100 Thieves and Team 1, RBG have probably been one of the teams that have struggled the most when it comes to anti-ecos in IEM New York. They have lost a world of rounds against Deagles and 5.7s and CZs and what have you, and that just proves it right there. The Deagles coming out for Mythic on the force buy, RBG just hardly found anything. Only a single kill going their way. What a round from Mythic, and what a return too after losing the pistol.
Yeah, big opener, of course, for RBG, but responded to so effectively means that Mythic are going to be back in the driver's seat for now. P250 is the Eagles in for Pony. Of course, this buy-up from Mythic will be a force back in off the following round. There won't be such a heavy investment for the RBG side. Just those P250s in, no Kevlar, only a single flash of support. So on paper, this should be a second here for the T side.
Not a complete investment for RBG, not a complete force buy. Just a couple of upgraded pistols, no armor, a little bit of utility. And Mythic looking like they're going to group up to make some smokes to the outer bomb site out from T-Con. Wiz going to be the first man of contact.
Takes that fight, unable to win it, doesn't lose it either. It'd be Poland out here, and Katie and Flom chiming through. Simple frags on the pistols. PT with the Jumanji trying to get something out of Pop Dog, but dealt with very effectively. Katie with a triple, and Mythic with a second RBG. Probably going to have to go for another eco at this stage. I mean, it was going to be double eco regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, not exactly the best of starts here for the RBG side.
And you have a look at Wiz and you think 3,750, he's going to get 2,400 in the next round. He's going for that AWP straight away. RBG. I mean, there was an opportunity, Jay, to maybe go for like a nade stack in for T-Con, you know, $300 each, but they've gone pretty light in this round. They don't really want to invest too much, and they want to get aggressive into the brown halls. The Dren might get caught off guard. Does get a couple of maybe backs them up, but 2 kills, make it 3 kills going the way of the CT side, and they've picked up an AK. This is one expensive round.
Well, Hex at this point is safe. That AK-47 probably would be at a decent markup. At this stage, it probably is going to be the best call for them, but It's to hunt for a little bit more here towards up. I mean, they'll have a rifle buyback in the next round, and a pretty strong one at that, with the saved money coming in from the last round. The FAMAS faces, Hex sees that bomb. Flom falls back towards the CT entrance. Hex taps it, trying to force him to peek. No one's going to take that contact, though. They will put some flashes onto the site, which will blind off Hex for a moment. I mean, he's still hunting for the kill, though. That's the main concern here. Takes that fight, loses it to Davey. 3 kills to his name. AK can get recovered. And now RBG up with the real guns for round 5.
I tell you what, that's big damage that can have quite a big follow-on effect. I mean, you look at Adren, he's on 10k, he's got a fair bit of money backed up with Davey, but that can start to shorten if RBG can gain a little bit of momentum here, Jay, and put some rounds up on this CT board. I see the AWP from Wiz. Where does he want to go with that? Over to the B bomb site, potentially, see if he can maybe get an aggressive duel. He's going to go out towards A to start off. And Mythic just going for rifles across the board. Flom going to hold on to that for Mars, but quick out to the A bomb site by the looks of things.
Pony finds a Dren to start things off. Spray through from Flom, gets that kill back on Hex. Wiz turns around towards Katie, and next to 24 versus 3 scenario for RBG. Davey finds the trade on Walker up here in heaven. Slow face out from Wiz, gets caught off guard. And Flom just frags away. 3 kills for him, continuing to hold her on the site, be a massive nuisance to the defensive, and claim a clean 4th for the T side.
Alrighty, Mythic are looking really well drilled on this T-side of train. We've seen a couple of quick X's out to that A bomb site. They put the smokes down around that bomb train. They swing out from the E-box line. And I love the way that Flom aggresses onto the bomb train itself. They know that Wiz is playing mid-bomb because the opening kill went the way of Wiz. And from there, Flom's just able to work around that smoke, get a couple of great kills, and make it 4 in a row now for Mythic. Things looking very, very good on the T-side camp.
Well, CZ's try and force forward here. Hex will get a kill on Poland for a start here at the very least. He's traded it back for a 4-on-4 though. I mean, Mythic got that opening frag very, very quickly and easily. Facing in against the next up, Jamanchu out towards this upper in the apartments area. Wiz will go down next towards Ivy there, pushed in towards T-Con, so the CT they're trying to find a flank position and trying to press it against them, but it's going to be easily cleaned up by the AKs, and that's exactly what Mythic will do. 4v2 scenario, Jamanchu really the only player that can do any damage, and now the only player left in server for RBG.
Not really much he can really do now, Jay. Already the A bomb site's under threat, so Jamanchu might just try and see if he can find an exit. Go through maybe old bomb. Seeing if we can just find anything, but for Mythic, this should be a pretty simple 5th for them. You've got to think too, for RBG, like, they won Pistol, Jay, and as soon as they got anti-eco, they haven't been able to find a response yet. Oh, tapping away, and Trent. Jamanchu can't find anything from it.
Doing his best here, obviously not got anything to lose, so just face in against the rifles, try to take one of them out of play. The Eagle gain is not going to mean a massive amount to the Mythic side, nor will it be a massive loss for RBG. Their main concern is going to be the rifle buy. AWP in for Wiz already. Double AWPs, in fact, coming through from Pony as well. So, yeah, main rifler, secondary AWPer coming through against them now. And obviously the double AWP setup can be so well placed here on a map like Train.
One thing to kind of highlight too, Jay, is when we saw them against Team 1 a couple of days ago, they put 7 rounds up on their CT side as a start, but nothing over on the T side. So RBG need to claw these rounds. It's going to be another quick exit to the outer bomb side. This time around, though, it's Pony fouling the opener.
Dren AK has a suspicion on where one of the CTs are holding from. Hex will still get Katie to full burst through that. M4 going to go up his position, and Dren continues to push forward. He's in connector. He's wrapped back around towards the B site. If that bomb was there in the brown halls, then fair play. That could be a very good split in the flank position, but now he's here to do damage to the A defenders. What will he find? What can he see? One player, top of the train, headshot found. A player out of heaven, a player at Ivy. Might allow a chance for a distraction. Now Flom can make his way in uncontested. Face in. Dren's going to bring this to a 2 versus 2. Surely this position will not win Mythic around here. They'll get a bomb plant at least. It's retake up for the CT side.
And Jamanchu's already rotated off to B, so he's going to have to come back in through connector. AWP for Pony, trying to hold down the Ivy angle. And for Mythic, they could just try and play the time, but now it gets a little bit more awkward. Flom goes down mini. It's all down for Dren. He's on for a 4K.
If he gets this, this will be a hell of a round from him individually. He would have single-handedly brought this back from the brink and won the round itself. Sees a foot below the train. Spray goes awkwardly, but the orb shot that's the pony. Now he's going to isolate another good 1v1 against Jimanchu, but Jimanchu will win that fight and win the round, just about claiming the second for RBG. But you talk about expensive rounds, and that one was very expensive for the CT side.
This is a chance for Mythic to find an instant response, Jay. Into that 1 versus 1, Jimanchu just picks up the AWP before the round ends, so he can chuck that back over to Wiz. But you're right about expensive. There's not a lot of money on this CT side, and that's why they're going to take a tactical. I just can't believe Mythic brought that back into a situation that was winnable, Jay. And one thing that I think Mythic sort of struggled with in the early rounds in that execution is it was a lot slower. You know, when they've gone for these quick outer hits, it smokes down, try and get up to the bomb train as quickly as possible. But once Pony found that opening orb kill, it felt like it was very stagnated and the Mythic slowed down. But it actually allowed Adren to get into connector, get a great couple of kills, and turn it back into a 2 versus 2. So great mid-round there from Adren, but not enough to be able to win out the round, so RBG just claimed their second.
The buyback will look very, very awkward from the CT side. An SMG on 2 players, Wilco and Pony. MP9s on both, and for Mars for Hex, only 1 M4 for Jimanchu, and Flom's going to shut down Pony already. I mean, aggressive with an SMG, so not a massive loss. The AWP gets tagged up heavily, though, and there's not a lick of damage done to the Mythic side, so RBG definitely getting off worse for wear here in round 8.
And Davey just being the bit of the B-lurk. Now, for RBG, they haven't really got aggressive at all, Jay, on this CT side. We haven't seen any aggressive heaven peaks, nothing into brown halls from ramp, and hardly any T-Con control or Ivy being established. RBG are playing very, very passive into the sides, and that now allows Mythic to just take Brown Hall's control without any kind of a contest a little bit later. Wilco, though, I mean, there is an opportunity if they do go over to that B bomb site for him to be the quick rotator up through Pop Dog, and it looks like it is going to be a B play for the T's.
Jimanchu playing off angle, Wiz there to fire away and defend against it. Flashes will go over, will catch Jimanchu for blind. Wiz gets the kill on Katie. Incendiary on that default plant position as he wraps back over to the back of the train. Swings up, doesn't see anything at the top of the smoke. Blind shots from Wiz, whizzing past the headshots of the T side. Nade comes closer, some damage over on that grill position. Blom will eventually go down to Wilco's SMG. Jimanchu moving up, sees the shadows, needs the player. Molotov coming out, before eyes get the kill. Wills will turn around. Poland gets 1 frag on Wilco now, and Jimanchu knows that he's low. Traded back by Hex now, Davey in a 1 versus 3. Beat seen just there on the ramp. Hex can get a simple frag, and it will be a 3rd to the board of RBG.
A little bit too much, too far down the ramp there from Davey, just getting caught off. And look, very nice retake coming out from the RBG side. We spoke about sort of Welko being that quick man in through the Pop Dog area. He was able to pull some really great distractions, especially from both the ramp player of Poland and the bomb planner. Allows the swings to come out into the site itself. Good utility usage, good trades. And now RBG have got 2 AWPs to work with going into round 9. This is a potential, Jay, for now the T side to sort of have some troubles in terms of the economy. This 1 round here could sort of dictate who's going to be able to find a couple in a row. And what an opener.
Nade stack from Wiz, and Co takes out the first of Flom. Walco dropping in the Pop Dog area. A symbol face in the utility to bait him out and force him down to dead. They're going outside control very quickly here into the courtyard. Wiz will catch Adren for a frag. Just past that E-box position. 1 more player was pushed out sandwich. Another player coming in from the Ivy control. Katie taking out Pony. Jimanchu deals with Davey over on the B site lurk, so it's all left to this A presence, and it's getting picked apart. Pick for pick, isolated 1v1s going the way of RBG as they make their way within 1 of the Mythic starts.
Tell you what, that's big coming out from RBG. One thing that to really sort of focus in there is for Jimanchu. Katie was able to get a kill over at that A bomb site to force the 3 versus 3. Now, a lot of the time, if you're a B player and you know that there's at least sort of 2 players, there's been a quick opening kill for an entry for a T, you want to try and rotate through connector really quickly. But rather than pulling his knife out, Jay, and just looking to connector, he actually still faces towards ramp, and that's where Davey tried to push further through that ramp smoke. Jimanchu wins a really important duel, and then that lurk over a B can't do anything. It can't realize the site's opened up, maybe rotate that bomb back through. So really nice to read there for Jimanchu of making sure that he's covering his angles.
Oh, we saw the early tactical pause coming in from RBG. This will be an early technical pause for whom I'm not sure either way. Moment's respite to figure out this, whatever this issue is and get it resolved. We don't know what it is. We'll bring up information when we do receive it. But for now, right now, just taking a look at the prospects in this round, Mythic do have some thinking to do. And I wouldn't have been surprised if they went for a tactical here of their own accord, because the nature of the money does not equal a full-blown buy. Poland's going to have some problems. If they force the issue, then he's going to be down to probably a pistol and Kevlar. A little bit of utility to support it. Katie maybe on SMGs. And they can drop a pony over on the CT side. Jumanji is probably going to invest into an M4. I think there may be one drop for him, but the bottom line is that RBG in a better buy state here.
Yeah, look, I mean, there's still a chance for Mythic to buy, of course, but well, we have a little bit of a moment here, Jay. The moments of brilliance. I think this round right here has certainly made a big changer in terms of the economy basis. Flom, like, look at the way that he's pushing around this A-bombs. I think Mythic need to go back to sort of maybe another one of these quicker A executes, Jay, because that's where, honestly, at least in the early game, like the first sort of 4, 5, 6 rounds of the game, they found a lot of success going quickly out from outer.
Well, you consider how many times they've gone to that like A-side position. You know, Adrenals did a similar sort of thing where he went into connect and was able to get this down to a 2v2 when they were at a 5v2 at disadvantage, actually, I believe. So, like, you know, he did quite a lot in terms of just aggressing right up in their faces. And RBG, oftentimes unexpecting those like awkward angles from Mythic. Like, how many times do you expect T-side players to push towards like the very edge of the smokes, you know, on those execution bases? So, like, for Mythic, I do agree. Like, they probably need to go back to those kind of plays overall, and try bring those sort of like, you know, point blank kills coming in, because like RBG were caught so off guard by this kind of styles. But you know, for now, they're going to have to just sort out the tech issues at the moment. We're being told that we're going to have to go to a very short break, and when we come back, it will be the rest of training between RBG and Mythic. So stick with us. We're back on the B stream.
For the war, my heart is formed and my vision deadly. I've been dialing in my sights, see it 2020. I don't want your empathy, I just want another enemy. I'm not gonna change a thing for you. I'm over middle ground, and I really wanna burn it down. I'm not your friend, and I won't pretend I am. So don't reach out, and I mean that. I'm under siege, and I need you to see that. You're on one side, I'm on another, and we will wage war upon each other. I'm no angel, you're not either. I'm at a fever pitch, you're at a leisurely pace. I'm unscathed, I'm unafraid. A warm welcome to the war game. Welcome to the war game.
We're back in the thick of it here between RBG and Mythic, about to exit our tech pause, and Mythic have decided on a bit of a half buy, it seems, for this next round. Appropriate, so again, the economy's a bit lopsided, Dweg, but only Tech 9s and Kevlar coming out for most players. Adren will still have the AK to work with, though.
They can still do a fair bit of damage, I think, in a round like this, Jay. The one big thing is that they don't have a lot of utility. You can have a look that they've only got 2 smokes, so if they want to go for a bit of an outer play, they need to be making sure that they want to get like a connector smoke, 5-6 down, something to be in the back of the minds of Mythic of what they want to try and achieve here. Smoke out to the E-box line actually coming in from Davey.
Well, the CT set in with their common positions ready against the Mythic side. The shoulder baits from Jumanchu will look on towards the upper brown horse position. Incendiary comes out and tries to stop them at the marker here. It's backed up for the moment for the CT side. RBG to reposition as the Orb of Woods will keep his eyes on. Shot towards Flom, takes him down. M4 sees another on the swing. KT to drop to 54 HP. He can swing up to down his bomb plot, gets that one frag down. Oh, Davey just holds on for the moment here. KT on 1 point of health though, so the plant has been secured. They've assumed minimal damage here for the Mythic camp. Another good kill actually comes in towards Pony next, so anything more out of this could be bonuses. And David reeling his position, AWP to fall next. Oh, Davey's got the headshot up against the clock. Almost makes it work against Wolfco. But Wolfco comes up with the frag, and for a half buy, a bomb plant and 4 frags, that's a lot of impact for Mythic.
What a round to come out from Mythic. That's incredible. And honestly, Jay, I think that RBG got a little bit complacent there. They tried to run down the bomb planner to make sure they don't get a bomb plan. But what it actually meant is there were so many players out of position because you had a few that were trying to aggress and some that were passive. And that just leaned into the hands of Davey towards the end there. What an expensive round where all they had was that 1 AK onto Adren. I mean, to be fair, that AK was thrown around a little bit to do some damage. But wow, 4 kills. That's fantastic.
Actually, damage has been done to the CT economy as a result. Walco getting a bit more passive as a result. They're recognizing he's probably able to his weapon, but he ends up coming out on the bottom foot here. 18 Adren, quick entries into the A site. Fast play from Mythic as 3-4 untraded, but so much damage done to Flom, KT, and Adren here. AWP of Wiz hoping to get given a frag back on the top ends of the trains. He's not going to see anything. The bomb plant is received. Sees that one at the top of red. Out sandwich. Davey finally goes down. But Katie, quick trade. Headshot coming through. And Pony is left to save.
And what did we mention, Jay, in that little break there? I think that they need to go back to something a little bit quicker for those outer takes, and that's exactly what Mythic have done. A lot of success. You can see that Flom was trying to hunt down Pony to make sure he can't save onto that rifle. I don't know how much they want to go hunting, though, because the economy is not fantastic for the T side. It does look as if there is going to be a CT player of Poland going a little bit hungry. And Pony's just trying to hold on to this, see if he can bring something into the next round. Footsteps. Oh, was just able to see a little bit of feet, and, well, he's going to be able to hold on to an M4. Not bad at all.
Oh, no! No, he's not. Adren just seen his feet. Pony was unaware that he could be seen from that angle, and he ends up going down as a result of it. Mythic with a 6. And again, that's all weapons taken out with the eco half buy they had coming in from the last round, forcing the buyback on 4 more individuals. That means the next buy is going to be a force-up. It is going to be broken for RBG. FAMAS is in for 2, a scout set for Wiz, a 5-7 for Jumanchu, and a shotgun for Hex. Shotgun can be a pretty decent weapon to play in the pop dog. That's where Hex is going to go as well. But this should be a round that Mythic can take pretty easily.
Yeah, you would certainly think so, right? Grouping up through the brown halls, they're only playing a 1 solo B player of Jumanchu, and he's not even the one with the rifle. He's the only one on this CT side with a pistol, just a 5-7, and no one's in quick rotating positions. No one's playing through connector on this CT side to help him out at B incredibly quickly if he needs the assistance.
5-7 of Jumanchu ready to stack in against them, ready to receive several players out. It's kind of arranged what the 5-7 can be good for. Several headshots, but Poland's read it. Jumanchu goes falling. Walco does find the opening kill, though, over on the T-con position, so that's a rifle they can gain. She passed that back towards one of the other players of the CT side. And just grabs that AK, though, just leaves that FAMAS in the midst of the smoke. And Mythic are counter-rotating to the T-con position, so Walco could be on for a 2nd or 3rd kill.
Big off angle coming out from Wilco. This is just going to be such a tough angle to pre-aim. 46 HP, especially with an AK, this should be an easy kill, and it is onto Davey. He can now try and go a little bit more passive, but instead, Jay, he's staying where he is. He wants to continue the aggression, flashbang out, completely blind, instant trade.
Shotgun close for Hex, though. Catches one and second player with a tag as well. Facing him, doing more damage.
Oh,
no! Takes out Casey! And that is going to be enough for RBG to clutch the round 6-all.
Oh no, a TK comes through in the mix. I mean, look, they line up. You'd expect that the Swag 7 was going to be able to do it anyway. Just able to do so much damage, Hexed here. And it all started off from Ulko, Jay. 2 kills from him. Wonderful round for RBG, and for Mythic. Wow, I did not think that was going to be a round they lose. At least they're still able to get a buy round across, but they'll be disappointed with that.
AK's back in for the next round, though. So, I mean, despite the issues that they just had in that last one, you know, absolutely they shouldn't have lost it. But as you mentioned, back in with the rifles. 2 AKs recovered for RBG as well, so there's firepower to work with, but even after that, they can't afford the AWP. Still a scout left towards Wiz. And the CT side, and both the T side economy for that matter, you know, they're both very worn down, so a crucial round for both sides to win. You see Davey walking out of the upper position, does fall down, takes some HP damage, but the man just taking place with the SMG, gets off with the frag, and kicks things off right here for RBG.
A good opener to come out from the CTs. And Pony too, onto Flom, and now for the T side, it's just all falling apart. They don't find anyone, Jay. Poland's stuck in T-Con with the bomb. Does he just try and save onto the AK at this point? 50 seconds, 1-on-5 is not going to be possible. Economy low, it might be his best bet to hold on to it.
I don't know how much of a read he's got on the positions here. I don't know if they've drawn their attention all the way towards that T-Con area, but B is open. And even then, Jamanchu held with 11 HP, so Poland can win out that fight. He's the only defender, realistically, on the B site, and he's so passive as well. Backed up behind the connector train, not looking on from the connector angle, not covering off connector directly. Could swing out of the cross towards the B site, which is the most likely chance we'll get the kill up on Poland. But Poland drops in towards top, but where Wilco is ready and waiting. Simple kill, simple round. RBG take the lead back from Mythic.
Okay. Oh, we saw Mythic getting off to an absolute fly of a start after losing Pistol. They go up 5-1. We see a bit of a contest back from RBG. Mythic get their 6th round, and then there's a response back. A couple rounds in a row now from the CT side off the back of that force buy with the Swag 7 and, you know, 5-7. It did not have a lot. And now Mythic don't have a lot. Half buying it's round 14, Jay, so they're going to have to get the rifle round to come out for round 15. This should be an 8th, but you never know with these kind of rounds because we've seen what they've been able to do and achieve in the past.
So much firepower for RBG in this round. They can hold on to all 4 AKs. It means that all the rifles will deal with the head Kevlar and Mythic. Very awkward buyback here. The AK coming out for Katie. Not on the not all on the same page here, it seems, for the T side. They're at least all stacked up in the same position, so they can go towards whatever site they wish at the moment. Walker just clearing out the T-Con area, going aggressive as he usually does, and he will suppress whatever execution Mythic want to take here.
Oh, I like this aggression coming out from Wilco. The thing is, though, he's been flashed in the past, so I wonder whether Mythic are going to flash their way into T-Con. It looks like he's going to back up, play a little bit more of a passive angle. A lot of flashbangs coming over the top, but they're still stuck in T-Con, and that's a missed 5-6 smoke coming out for Mythic.
1 for 1, 2 for 1. Pony and Jamanchu turn it around. Jamanchu getting himself a double, and Hex able to support with the AK. That is a cleanup against Mythic. Quick frags, quick around for the RBG CT side. They take the half for 8-6, and now trying to go on towards 9 as well. The rifles can come back from Mythic. Katie can afford another AK. She's going to have only 2 pieces of utility, though.
Yeah, and you saw a smoke towards mid bomb, right bomb, and back green, but the smoke for 5-6 didn't land. You can see it towards the roof there. And Mythic just go down to an absolute slaughter. So many AKs up on this CT side, and I think they might be going back to at least faking the outer bomb site. We've seen their quick outer plays, Jay, but this time around, it's a wavy utility. They don't quite commit with it, but instead look to try and take some Brown Horse control. Wiz went for an aggressive heavy play. That's one of the first times we've seen him do that, but I don't think he saw anything.
Mythic trying their hand at the early exits. It's just damage done to Davey in minimal amounts. The T-side players now up to Brown Halls in the apartments. One lurker over at Ivy, which Pony might have to try and deal with here. Good shot from Poland will draw their attention away from the B site even further. There's no active rotator. Jumanji's gonna have to be the man to do it all. Wiz puts that AWP into position, and now the smokes come back down here. The T's ready to execute and exit onto the B site. Jumanchu does not know the freight train that's about to come his way, but with the CT player starting to push out a T-Con as well, and the kill coming in against Poland, they might have some info on this here.
Yeah, there's going to be a backstabber of Wilco, though. The thing is, though, Jumanju needs to waste as much time as possible. He puts down a molly to that ramp position. That's a big kill to find. The rotation's finally coming through. The T's, though, are trying to aggress Jay. Rather than getting that bomb down, they want to try and take the fights onto the CTs, getting very aggressive around connector. Big shot coming through for Wiz. Jumanju now chiming in, and it's all down to a Dread now. 1 versus 4, that's going to be it. 9-6 half going the way of RBG. We're going to head to a short break. Do not go anywhere.
I'm so sorry that I wasn't really there for me. Cause nobody else is showing any empathy. Rudely awake and quiet undertaking. Did I do something wrong? Life isn't easy. Why did you leave me here with my thoughts alone? I don't wanna wake up messed up, cause I can't spend another day like this. Another type of caked up breakup, where I've been finding any way to my fix. But I know I need you now, cause I don't wanna be around. No, I don't wanna wake up messed up. There's gotta be another way past this. I'm so sorry that I didn't go to therapy. Thinking everybody, even you's an enemy.
Well, a half advantage gained by RBG here on their CT side. Now going to the attacking half is where things can pick up here on the pistol round. We have all the utility over on Jumanchu to kick things off straight into the brown holes of the T-side contact. Mythic have Katie
Fake.
standing by and several more players on the way. I think you're right about that fake. It's drawing a lot of attention towards B side.
Yeah, they try and dip the bomb into ramp to get a little bit of information. Just leave a lurk to the heaven position. Davey trying to tap away with the USP. The player never still alive. Oh my goodness, Davey! Pony finds the return. How is that physically possible?
What? What? I can't believe Pony won that! Oh my god! Flom and Dren suddenly last two players left. I think they're just as shocked as we are. Silent over to A2, trying to take face, trying to take contact. Hex will drop a Dren for one. Flom left on 15 HP, taking a frag, but no more than that. Oh, that was an absolutely ludicrous pistol round. What's this again? I can't believe it. That's still something that works.
Davey just never wants to relive that moment ever again. Oh my goodness. That's a whiff if I've ever seen one. And look, for RBG, they did a really good job of pulling a distraction away. They did the bomb into ramp, they get back out, they leave Pony there. I can't believe he finds 2 kills. What a pistol round for RBG. Mythic are going to respond with their own kind of force bite. Looks like a bit of an out of play, though, coming out for the T's. Good damage to start off, though, from the CT side. But it is a 4-on-4, and they're getting closer and closer to the side.
3 for 2, now for 1 now. Jamanchu, last player standing on the RBG side. Back a sandwich, bomb dropped on the site itself. Mythic found a response to the pistol that they did like they did on the first half of this map up. Contact established out towards Ivy. Adren gonna get forced down. This scout in play, just doing its damage. Jamanchu left to clutch this and backed up to the back line's got a player that can also rotate in from Pop Dog. SMG making its way in. No, Adren lands the headshot and throws it out.
And it's Anti-Eco again, Jay. We've seen RBG winning both pistols and losing both Anti-Ecos to follow. We saw that one round where Adren had an AK and it was just a Tech 9 buy. Davey almost won a 1 versus 3. So really for Mythic, they have found a hell of a lot of success when it comes to these Eco and Force buy rounds. And RBG, it seems to be the one element in their game plan of that's a common trait that's just continuously haunting them, Jay.
Always returned here on the second rounds. AK is coming out. Of course, SMG's a scout in for Flom. Tech 9's, the Eagles in play for the T side and force back here for RBG. Looking to turn back to the Mythic side. The Molotov's down towards Katie's position. Will force her out of angle. Flom catches the tag on Pony meanwhile. T's have their heart set here towards the B site, and Katie just lines him up and knocks him down. Triple for her. Flom and a Dren coming through. And that's an 8 for Mythic.
Oh, they don't quite recover that rifle in the end. But look, doesn't make the biggest of differences. What does count, Jay, is that Mythic have been able to win another round. It's probably just going to be a complete Glocker. Maybe they get a flashbang at most. Great spray coming in from Katie out to the ramp players. And RBG was a force buy, and they tried to get out to B, but that certainly was a struggle. No bomb plants, so nothing can be invested going into the following round. It's 5 blocks, Jay.
Yep, no choice about it. So they can rush down a site, potentially get a plant in. Smokes from Poland will try and back up to the SMG. Bags here for the Mythic side. Get some money in the bank. Adren will get 2. Poland with 1. 2 standing. Now 1 standing. And Walcoat exiting out of B, trying to sell a play for the bomb's been getting ready. So that's basically the round over. All 5 alive for Mythic. Now back within 1 of the RBG lead.
Nice and easy, cleared up. What I love too from Poland, Jay, is that, you know, he could have continued to aggress with that MP9, would have helped him in terms of the kill bonus, but he got down quite low, so instead just tries to play a little bit more of a passive angle, waits for a little bit more sort of assistance from his teammates, a little bit more of a crossfire to be set, rather than just sort of doming into those blocks and having a potential of getting taken down. Now, RBG going to be able to get away with a rifle round going into round 20. Not a great amount of utility. Fast control looks like it wants to come into at least the top of Pop Dog. Maybe into Brown Horse to start it off from RBG. Not really a lot of big utility usage towards this outer bomb site, but Mythic is still keeping 4 players here.
Breakthrough from Pony will catch a player in the Pop Dog area. Sydney is down against Pony's position. Dren just tapping through. Can't quite seem to force the kill back on the man, but they'll keep him suppressed at the very least, so RBG will not be able to establish map control. Still forces his way out. She gets David to drop a Dren. Oh, challenges Pony with 2 kills. Almost lands the head to the third, but eventually gets traded back by the SMG. 2 for 1 for RBG. They've entered on towards A.
Oh, that's all he needed to do, Jay, was find some information, find some contact, and he ends up getting 2 kills. Poland's now stuck in sandwich. No one's going to be able to help him to get out of this position. He really can't do anything here, not looking the right way. Wilco and Hex get a couple of kills, and Flom's probably just yet to save him to this scout, bring it into the next round. There's really not much he can do. 1 versus 4. RBG, I mean, you can take a bow for Pony because that was a phenomenal start for him, and he allowed them to get that side control.
Yeah, considering he was basically pressed into a corner, the fact he was able to isolate those 2 picks and get them, like, that's pretty insane. And 2 frags, he might go down, but he's credited with the round, in my opinion. But Mythic coming out with 3 of the last 5, so despite the pistol ridiculousness, RBG still struggling to turn one over against the Mythic side. With this damage being done to the CT basis, the rifles can go back in for a really good rifle round. Don't know whether Flom will upgrade from the Scout to the AWP. That might be advisable for the next round.
It might be. At least for RBG's sake, 4 players staying alive. It's pretty healthy for their bank. Let's see, does he want to hold on to it? Does he just want the AWP? Does he want to chuck it over to a teammate instead? A lot of money to flow on this Mythic camp. They can even go double AWP setups if they want to. I know that Adren's been doing a little bit of AWPing, at least when we saw them against Chaos. And there it is, Jay.
AKs, of course, coming in. Double AWP set up for Flom and Adren. Heavy buy from the CT side. Heavy buy from RBG as well, but they've got a bit more savings. Of course, for the rifle coming in for the last round. Adren and Poland will still shut them down. 5v3 immediately off the entries. The fast players from the C side not working as well as they did for Mythic. And now Walco and Wiz, now just Wiz standing alone. Bomb on his back. 1v5 scenario. This is an easy cleanup for the Mythic side.
And the AWPs finding 3 out of the 4 kills so far. Both Flom and Adren doing great damage. Even Poland just chiming into the mix. And for Wiz, 1 on 5, not even a single point of damage has been done to the CTs. Can he find anything? Nade coming in. You'd expect more utility to follow. And it's going to be the AWPs to get 4 kills between them. What a round for Mythic. And as soon as they pick up that secondary AWP, Jay, it seems like they just found instant success.
I mean, a part of that was down to the fact that RBG just rushed straight through and, well, just kind of gave themselves up to the Mythic side. Again, those fast plays worked wonderfully for Mythic when they were on the first half, but here in a second, it's not going to be the same success for RBG. Back out with this utility. The rifle's in for 4 players on a rebuy round. Need to do some damage, at least the Mythic, so have another rifle back in the next buy-up. Flom already up to the brown halls. Gets Hex to go falling. And falls back to the default positions. RBG quickly wrapping back around towards Pop Dog, and they're going to go for another fast A play. I mean, they've got Pony out towards T-Con, but no man advantage this time.
No, they need him to do something, Jay. He needs to be able to at least find a kill, turn it back into a 4-on-4, find a bit of a hole in the defense. He's waiting for someone to aggress, and you look at the 3 players on the A bomb site from Mythic, they're all playing very passive angles around sort of that Ivy sightline and Davey towards back bomb. RBG are leaning into this A bomb site, but Pony's the sort of unknown element. He needs to find something, and he can't.
Poland with that kill against Pony. Secondary of the round here for the CT side. Still no player tagged up right now for Mythic. Finally, Manchu opens things up, but Davey and Poland, quick responses all the same. Bomb drop to the open, Walker in a 1v4, and Poland will get a triple kill in this round. Been a very quiet game from him so far. Finally getting past that 10 frag marker, but I remember he started off this half with only 4 kills to his name.
Man, look, sometimes it's not always about sort of one player stepping up. Like, yeah, if he's able to chime in and get a little bit of confidence, but look, Mythic are winning rounds in this second half. They're doing well. They've only let RBG get, what, 2 rounds, and one of them was the pistol. This really, like, should be a lead now going back in the way of the Mythic side. There's not many upgrades, and they're going to try and bring the bomb to Ivy.
Dren there to face it against Walco. Wiz comes up with a kill. Poland can't get the secondary frag on Pony, so 3v3. Hex gets his kill. Orb gets picked up. Jamanchu goes falling and trade Davey with a double down. And Hex left alone. What damage can he do? Can he secure a bomb plant? All these are possibilities for a minute and 25. That smoke will definitely give up his position.
Get rid of it.
Getting rid of those rifles. Yes, I love this idea from Hext.
Yeah, look, the thing is, double orb setup, like, which one do you want to get rid of? Maybe if you want to get rid of the AK-2 or hold on to it, but that's just really smart, knowing the fact that if they want to go for double orbs again, they're going to have to buy down into it. A good thinking there from Hext. We don't want to be giving 47, 50, 100, you know, almost $5,000 just back over to the CT side. What does he do here, Jay? Does he want to save? I mean, they'll buy in the next round as it is, so there is an opportunity of just holding on to the AK, but he might look to try and do a little bit more damage.
Facing in from T-Con next. Flom got that angle on lock, so, I mean, no utility to flash out of position, so this AWP shot's going to be easy. Oh, he baits it in, actually. Up towards the top of blue, but 22 seconds to get to the site and get a plant down. Sees a player at Ivy now has info on 2 individuals. The Pop Dog players closing in the back lines though, but Flom gets the kill. And now Mythic have a lead again against above RBG for the first time since, I believe, the 12th round, if memory serves me correctly. AK is coming back in for the T side. Of course, the rebuy has got to come through. RBG need to find some impact quickly because they're starting to lose grip on this map up.
Yeah, it's been a little while, isn't it, Jay, since Mythic have taken the lead, but look, they're making some good strides now. Reinvesting that AWP of Adren, he's down to $50 or $500. He really does not have a lot in the bank. Look at this aggressive B setup, though. They're taking 3 CTs over to B. I think they're going to try and take some Brown Rules control.
AK of Davey moves up and down towards Pop Dog. It's Hex there with the kill on Adren. Did I hear the person in the back line? The one with the head in the swivels. Around the first man got that bomb. Second contact on a player top of blue, but he couldn't get the double up, so Hex will keep the player advantage for RBG. Katie chimes in though, gets better results from Pop, and now suddenly it's Mythic in the lead here. 3 on 2. Poland still out. Ivy Flom's gonna get traded back at A2. And the crossfire set by the M4 still locks up that bomb's getting picked up by RBG.
They've got a molly for Pop if they want to try and force Katie back. And for Mythic, they pushed 2 players aggressive in Brown Halls. The first one at Davey only found 1. They did not expect another player to follow of Katie. And she finds 2. Trying to use their util. Flash going into Pop Dog. Katie's completely blind. Great utility usage. Great swing from Welco. What a round from RBG. What a recovery. That was really well played from them on the T side. Slowing it down and using their utility. Excellent.
Again, great sequence from Katie on that spray transfer to get Hex and Wiz to drop. Ton of impact by her in that round, but it just wasn't enough, unfortunately, for Mythic. The trades were good from RBG. Flash paced perfectly, and of course the Molotov forced them back. Ivy control established by the T side as a result of that, and the rifles come back in, of course, for a buy up to Mythic. 12 ore, Molotovs in from both sides to force any Pop Dog control out of either side. No man's land there in that part of the map. The flame's clear though. Davey will eventually gain some semblance of the map and wait for someone to pop down.
Now, RBG have only really just touched at the Brown Halls. They haven't really pushed any further forward. A good thing for Mythic, no one's aggressive around Heaven or Ramp to get any of this information. I'm trying to slow down the play. Only a single AWP coming out for Mythic on the CT side. RBG really don't have a lot of map control at all, Jay. They're putting a little bit of utility to outer bomb side. That's going to get Pony out into the Olive position. Now, he's been able to do wonders around here before.
You're going to leave him back here as a lurker. The bomb's going to make its way up from the Brown Halls into the apartments, and now to join the T side of Walco and Hex for a B site play. Davey pushing in. Does he have any idea of where Pony is at? That AK is so ready for this. Doesn't see the gunpowder starting to extend though. That M4's in a perfect position. Seen there, Pony ducks down, gets that kill, opens things up. Now smoke start coming in. Katie, Incendiary, to try and block them from getting into the B site. They will try to head towards White. All bunched up though. That's a perfect chance for a crossfire to lock through. Adren will get Walco. AWP smoke play their own right command. Finding as a trade. Adren continues to frag away though. Hex will deal with him. 3v2, 15 seconds. Sprays back at the M4. Doesn't catch the bomb planter. They can secure the site now, but the HP is so tagged up for RBG. And Poland's going to take advantage of Hex. Takes him down. 2 on 2 now, and they're on on the retake, so close to the side. The AWP watching the upper position. One player crosses back over at Grill. Poland who's injured. Manchu just gets the hard cover, and the M4 looks in, catches that player off, tapping the bomb. The Molotov comes out from Pony, lands pretty nicely. The smoke will come up to extinguish it. Spray through, sees one, takes that spray back through the blind. Flom comes up with the kill, and the defuse is stuck by Poland. Mythic continue to defend their lead here.
Look, well played there from Mythic. I think Katie in particular probably won that round. What she was able to do was just slow it down. She put a Molotov out. They were completely blinded, allowed the rotations to come in really, really quickly. And for RBG, rather than just trying to get that bomb down immediately, you saw them swinging in from Speedway to try and deal with the players in the site because Katie slowed it down. And in the end, in that 2 versus 2, as soon as they see that molly coming from the heaven position, instantly smoke the bomb, they get on it. And not being possible for RBG, they're going to take their second tack. Money's not great, Jay. They've got 3 players at just above 3,000. So you've got to think Eco, maybe some Deagles, a little bit of an investment here. They'll get 2,900, so they could probably buy down to 2,000 if they want to. But for Mythic's sake, that was a really, really important round for them.
The RBG side forced back to a upgrade eco. Two HEs for Hexton Walker. I mean, no say in the matter. No real chance to force a buyback or anything. Scott Santa takes one on the chin, so he'll go towards the rifle rounds where they keep contesting against Mythic, but they'll let this one get real close and down to the wire. Push up coming in from Davey up towards the apartments. Yeah. That MP5 is ready to pick apart some cash. We'll see 2 players line them up. That's a double, that's a bomb dropped.
Nice and easy. SMG kills, bomb drops. I mean, he can try and see if he can find a little bit more. Tapping away, doing a bit of damage onto Wiz. He's got another player, making a 3K for Davey. Nice and easy for him. And for RBG, well, even the slight upgrades that they had are really not going to be able to find too much now. Davey's looking for his 4th kill. Not going to come through. Wiz finds the trade.
A 4v2 scenario, Mythic. Lose one player. What? That nade. Why did Jumanchu go in after Wiz? Like, that's... Why did he go in after... I don't get it. Like, sure, you'd wait for the explosion at the very least. Yeah, it gives away your position, but like, you're not going to like 300 IQ them by saying, they can possibly be in pop dog because we threw a nade down there. I wouldn't walk into it, would I? Like, what? That's stupid. I don't get what the play was there from RBG.
I'm guessing that they thought that maybe if they put a nade down and there was someone in pop dog that he was going to run away and then Jumanchu could have traded, but yeah, it was kind of a bit of a questionable decision. He took a lot of damage from that nade, but anyway, look, 2 on 4, they really couldn't do too much there. They're now going into the gun round, which is the more important of the one. Early utility to this outer bomb side. We've seen Mythic go for these kind of rush on these T side, but it seems like it's only Pawnee going.
Hey, much more aggressive towards the old help position this time as well. Very far pushed up for the T side line. That corner to the east towards Heaven. Spray's good to do damage on Flom. Couldn't connect the kill on him or Poland though. So Mythic take the man advantage. 5 on 4. Bomb gonna get picked up by Jumanchu, but they've walked out of the T-con area though. AWP trying to force the issue back on one. The Molotov's coming up. The smoke's down towards that cross. Good leg shot on Adren will catch him, but don't get the kills just yet. Jumanchu will fall in the midst of the smoke. Adren finally isolated by Hex. 2 for 1. A Molotov to the site. Walker gets bombed to trade back to evens once again, but they need site control. Need to get this bomb plant, and the CT's crawling all over the place. Davey in particular on the bomb train. Sees one, takes that fight, wins it out. Bomb plant on towards default will be secured here. Rock Rounds takes 1, but Katie and Poland quick drags to return, and Mythic are on that point.
Beautiful retake again coming out from Mythic, and for RBG, we've seen like time and time again in these gun rounds on the T side, they've kind of put Pawnee in like Sandwich, in Olaf. That round he tried to push all the way into hell, but they're trying to set themselves up to get a lot of impact and a lot of entries, and unfortunately I think it worked once, but every other time they've tried it, he hasn't been successful. RBG have won 3 rounds on the T side, all being singular, no more than 2 rounds in a row. Or no more than 1 round in a row, I should say. Double orbs coming in. Mythic can end it right here, right now, Jay.
Indeed they can. RBG trying to play for overtime. The smoke set in, the AK's taking some damage there to Trent with the opening kill on Pony. Daily trading back at E-Box. Hex almost opens up with a double kill. The Incendiary going to try siphon him off from Wolko. Flom will drop Jumanji. That's bomb information being gained. Flom to be traded 3-on-3. Taps up the AK's top of the trains. Katie taking damage. Adren is also low. A minute and 15 burst through from Poland, trying to get blind. Katie takes out Hex next up, here towards the bomb train, looking on towards Sandwich. Another player close, taking damage, but that Molotov put down though, 16 HP for her. Now RBG slowing this down, they've got to get towards the site. It's Wiz standing alone in a 1v3 scenario, dealt with by Poland. 16-12, Mythic will take